Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel, Developing Prospects Baseball. Coach Matt here with a special video today. We're gonna do something to help you guys. I know there's a lot of stuff going around right now with the coronavirus, which is forcing you guys to stay inside. A lot of things that I'm seeing are people wondering, like, how can I get my kids better if I can't go outside? And that's a great question. Today we're gonna go over a few simple fielding drills to really help with our eyes, tracking the baseball, with our hands to develop better hands, and also another drill to help us with our fundamentals of catching short hops, which can help us in the infield and can help us in the outfield. Let's jump right into it. Okay, the first drill we're gonna go into is just gonna be working on tracking with our eyes and working on developing some better catching mechanics and also hand-eye coordination. A lot of youngsters really struggle with hand-eye coordination as well as catching the ball, but also at the older level, we can really focus on tracking and catching that ball into our glove, which not only is going to help us as catchers, it's going to help us as infielders, and it's going to help us as outfielders. This drill is really special to me because it's something I kind of grew up with my dad. They had these little squishy balls called Gax Splats that used to get at Target for 10 bucks, and we used to sit in the living room and he would throw me these backhands and these forehands regularly. It was just something we used to do every night after dinner. So what this drill is going to do is we're going to have a coach or your dad or your mom just basically throw you the ball. I have a baseball here, but you can use a tennis ball for the younger kids if they're struggling with with it smacking their hand a little bit, or you can go into something different. Whatever kind of ball you have will really help them with their catching. So all you're going to do is the parent is going to be throwing the ball and the kid is going to just be using kind of like a pivot to catch the ball with their backhand. The biggest key that they're going to do is they're going to keep their eyes behind their gloves. This is going to help with tracking and really catching that ball. So as you see it, catch it into our glove. You can throw it higher, watch into your glove. You can throw it lower, get down there with your hips and catch it. This is really just to help us with our tracking and a basic fundamentals of catching drills. So you can do 10 to your backhand, down low, up high, also 10 to your forehand. Up here, down here. This is just a basic catching and tracking drill.
Coach Matt, can we do this with a glove or without a glove?
Yes, actually I prefer to use no glove. The reason why I don't have the glove in the demonstration, it really helps us to focus on catching it with our fingers, and really squeezing that ball to really help us in all facets of our game. Before we jump into the drill, I wanted to give a couple quick reminders. The first reminder is we're gonna throw it overhand. Okay, if our kids are probably about 10 or over, we're gonna throw it overhand. It's okay if it hurts a little bit because that's going to, again, help us with our tracking and with our speed, having soft hands. If it hurts too much, switch to a tennis ball and you can still throw it kind of firm. And another thing is, these are drills to do at home. This drill is specifically designed just to do at home, something quick to get you guys in a routine to help develop your hands and tracking. Second thing we're going to do is going to be to develop our hands on short hops. Again, something we can do in our home without even leaving. We're going to work on short hops. So if we are an infielder or we play catcher or whatever, we need to have those soft hands to be able to get that short hop. Our coach is going to be doing something similar to the last one, where he's going to be throwing overhand short hops, and our job as a fielder is to come through that short hop. We're gonna leave a little video right here for our infield routine. It's something similar, but it's something that we're gonna use our bare hand on, and again, something we can use inside. So the coach will be throwing overhand, and we as the fielder need to focus on coming through the ball. Okay, we wanna make sure we aren't so much coming through with our hands, but we're coming through with our hips, because that's what an infielder would do. If you watch into the major leagues or any kind of fielding, when they go to catch the ground ball, they're not stuck here and coming forward. No, when they go up to get that ground ball, they come up and they come through it with their hips and their legs. So we want to practice that mechanics at home. So when that guy throws that short hop, if it's up there and we need to go get it, we'll go up with our hips. Go up with our hips, up to go get it. We'll do 10 forehand, then we'll go into backhand. He's going to do a roller or a short hop, and we as the fielder are going to come through it with our hips. The key, again, I've been talking about our hips. Another key is our eyes, just like in the previous drill. We're going to keep our eyes behind our hand, just like we would do in the game. So we want to see it into our glove, move our hips up, move our hips up. See it, move our hips up. Again, with the forehand, same thing. So we're gonna throw that short hop, we'll come up to get it, not so much with our hand, but with our hips. Our hips and our eyes is what gets us to catch that short hop.
The next drill that we got going on right now is going to be a stationary drill. It's going to be similar to the last drill, but the only difference is you need some type of brick wall. And like we talked about earlier, this can be done with a baseball, this can be done with a tennis ball, something soft. But what we're trying to do in this drill is we're trying to work on catching the ball from right at us. We're going to be to the side, and we're trying to make sure we're going this way. So it's going to be depending on where the baseball goes once you throw it off the wall. But again, we're trying to make sure that when we catch it, we're catching it and receiving it nice and soft. So the baseball right at us is going to be here. The baseball to our right, it's going to be this way. And the baseball this way is going to be here. We got to make sure when baseball goes to this side that the thumb is up. And when we go to this side, that our thumb is down. So for this last drill, we're gonna have the player laying on its back. This is mainly for someone that struggles when it comes to catching the baseball. They a lot of times get out of the way. So what we're gonna be doing on this drill is we're gonna be on our back. We're gonna have no glove. And for people that get scared, you can go with a tennis ball, something softer. But the goal of this is we're gonna be on our back and we're gonna be throwing the baseball up. And as we emphasize in other drills, when we throw the baseball up, we're trying to receive it nice and soft. We don't wanna be stiff when we go to that baseball, but we want to be nice and soft. So we're going to throw the baseball up, we're going to catch it here. Baseball's going to be coming from this side, and the baseball's going to be coming from this side. We have to make sure that we're tracking the baseball. When we're throwing it up, we're not throwing it up more than 4 or 5 feet up in the air. And what it's going to look like when we actually go into is we're throwing it up, nice and soft. Throwing it up, nice and soft. We have to make sure that we're not coming up either. We're trying to focus on staying on our back. Same from this side. And just go till we're nice and soft, until your player gets it. The more you guys do this, the more repetitions, the more it's going to make more sense for you guys.
Really hope you guys learned something from today. We really hope you guys at least found one drill that you guys can do inside during this time of the coronavirus. We really wanted to make this video because we just wanted to give you guys some at-home drills to just keep developing and to help your prospect become a better baseball player. Again, if you guys liked the video, go ahead and leave a like down below. If you want to see future videos, hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell for notifications, and as always, keep developing.